I really don't believe these niggas can fuck with me. It's my time. Now. Niggas gotta be drunk. They see anything different. Top.
Told myself when I get home then I'ma take the streets.
Right.
Looking in the mirror, this a better me.
Yeah.
Like self-care, I'm making time for me. I know these niggas mad cause they can't fuck with me. Right. Prove me you loyal, now you stuck with me.
Real.
Don't goof around cause it's no luck with me. Show me you loyal, now you stuck with me.
Real.
You know I'm real, can put your trust in me.
Yeah.
Try to make them get my vision, I'ma paint it. Move dangerous, cocaine V is white painted. Move cautious, the niggas call it scared, I call it smart. They too tough, they thought it couldn't happen, now you shot. I talk truth, I jumped off the step, I'm a different stoop. Star Wars gun in the mask, boy a different troop. Yeah, picture niggas playing around with Rosa's son. Have my youngin' light them up, I get you rolled in one. They ain't talking about money, these niggas talking light. Sitting on a brick and a half, I make a move tonight. Yeah, bucket low like I'm a fisherman. No money, I just give her the rod, I'm tryna wheel her in. Yeah, she turn to Mimi when she up there. Love her when I touch there, she can't get enough, oh yeah. I'm the nigga you call when your man bugging. That's right, gon' cry on my shoulders. I know we fucking sound foul, but she been wanting to get a pussy up. And yeah, it's a good enough reason to get a pussy up. Told myself when I get home, then I'ma take the streets. Looking in the mirror, this a better me. Like self-care, I'm making time for me. I know these niggas mad cause they can't fuck with me. Right, prove me you love you, now you stuck with me. Don't goof around cause it's no luck with me. Show me you love you, now you stuck with me. You know I'm real, can put your trust in me.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Top of the top for everybody that's in the building. Top of the top for everybody that's in the building. Top of the top for everybody that's in the building. Can you dig it? Do me a favor, y'all, and let me hit a like button. Hit that like button, of course, but hit me with the dice cubes and let me know if y'all hear me crystal clear. Let me know if y'all hear me crystal clear, Vladimirs and Vladimirettes. Give some people some time to come up in the building. You know I done got another one. You know I got another one. Here goes another one. Back to that content. Don DeMarco. Anybody but a dead body. If you can hear me crystal clear. There you go. My man Yak. Shout out to Yak for letting me know, quote unquote, he hear me crystal clear. We got Yak Chicago's finest up in the BUILDING. Let's do the goddamn roll call. Excuse me, Lord, for using your name in vain. Appreciate you, City Bama. Appreciate you, FTC Vice. Let's do the roll call right quick so we can give the thanks to the people that's in here. We got FTC Vice up in here. Yes, sir. We got City Bama up in here. We got Yak Chicago's finest up in here. We got Super True Blue all the way up in here. That's a fact. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's Trooper, FTC, City Bama, Super. That's 4. That's 4. We got some more people that's coming up. We got some more people that's in here. All you got to do is come out the bushes and say, hello. How you doing? Hello. That's all you got to do. Hello. How y'all doing tonight? That's all. Just come on out the bushes. Ain't nothing but love over here. You ain't got to worry about getting shot in the chat unless you're doing something that you should be getting shot about, you know. Come over here spreading that love, that L-O-V-E. You good, Hollywood, you know. That love, life's sweetest reward. There's an open sign for a brand new tour. You know I'm just bugging y'all. Y'all know I'm just bugging. I'm feeling good. Got some ooh-wee in the building. Baby Grizz, I see you in the building, beloved. I see you in the building. I got a good one for y'all tonight. You know I had a good one for y'all earlier if y'all went and checked it out. Make sure y'all check that work I've been putting out. I've been putting out work. That work. Ain't nothing but work. I'm putting out straight content. We doing intelligence over ignorance over here. We got the Russian princess in the building. Hey, RP. Shout out to the ladies of iTalk. Her and Miss Bori. You dig? They in the BUILDING. I got a good one for y'all. You already know RP. You got your ring, so you make sure you put up everybody that you feel as though names need to be in the chat. Everybody that got their wrenches, go subscribe. You dig what I'm saying? If you don't, go subscribe to the ladies of iTalk and whoever she put up. Shout out to Angie, baby. She's definitely one of the members. And that's what I'm telling y'all. Make sure y'all do that. Do me that favor and make sure y'all jump on this wave of being these members while they $1.99, because I think I'm about to go up to $5 or $5.99. But jump on the wave while it's at $1.99. $2? Yo, Super, you know you better hurry up and get your membership too. I'm just going to start timing your ass out. The minute you come in and say, yo, Big Dice, what's up? You just getting timed out for 10 seconds. That's a cold-blooded fact. FTC Vice City Bam, I'm about to start timing you niggas out. Because y'all been A1 day. Y'all niggas is about to start getting timed out. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? If y'all came and checked me out earlier, I had a great one earlier. Matter of fact, they told me I've been on the roll like a ball going down a hill hard, you know, like a ball, pause. Like a ball going down a hill real hard. Excuse me, y'all, you know. I've been trying to stay on my due diligence. Giving y'all some things to talk about. Shout out to Sheep Stay Sleep. Mr. DS1. That boy is sharper than the number 2 pencil on test day. I did a show called The Apple Don't Fall Too Far from the Tree. And it was really just a basic tutorial pertaining to how Sean Puffy Combs and rest in peace, Kim Porter, how they spawned Christian Combs, who y'all calling King Combs, who's been accused in this sexual lawsuit that's going on with his father. They got him on tape. They talking about he going to jail. So I just showed it how certain things that you expose your children to, certain things that you allow your children to be involved with, and certain things that you partake in the same interaction with your child can influence them to go wrong. You got your kids coming up thinking that they're invincible and they can't be touched, and this is what happens. As on the other side, on the other part of the story, when I said apples don't fall too far from the tree, I did a story about Russell Simmons and Kimora Lee Simmons and what they're going through with their daughter, Aoki. Ironically, when Russell Simmons was 33 years old and Miss Kimora Lee was 16 years old, Russell Simmons was dating her. I even showed in the show how Aoki was like about 17, 18 years old. She expressed to her father that she needed more money, because she was just being an intern in a certain job and certain bills because her and her roommates that was living in a mansion at 17 years old. I don't understand this, but you know how rich people are. People with some money, some financial backing, they let their kids try to be grown before they try to quickly get their kids out the house. But when she told them that she needed some extra money and he was like, why I can't just save my money? She just blatantly said to him, well, I'm about to go find me a sugar daddy. That was her exact words. That was her exact words. Now she's dating a 65-year-old man and she's 21. Now she's dating everything that she saw her mother do. Pay attention. The household that she grew up in with her mother, you got to be stable. You know, he got to have a car. He got to have a house. He got to have some money. You know what they said back in the day? Some of the women say, don't date him, girl, unless he got the big house. Don't date him, girl, unless he got the big cars. Don't date him unless he has that big bank account. Everything starting with a B. Some women don't even care if he don't got a big penis. As long as he got a big bank account. Ain't that some shit? Long as he got a big bank account. They're not thinking about the morale point of view, because if they was thinking about the morale point of view, I don't think it would have been so easy for Kimora Lee to be manipulated in the fact that which she married a pedophile, a straight up pedophile. Russell Simmons, that's right, I said it. That's right, I said it. Just like I did the show pertaining to Jay-Z and Mrs. Kathy Wright, may she rest in peace. Ironically, she was pregnant around the same time that Beyonce announced to the world that she was allegedly having Mr. Sean Carter's first child. Well, we know that all blew up in his face because he just paid off a lawsuit to a young lady in Maryland that looks like his twin. And he's also about to pay off another lawsuit to another young man that's pertaining to be his son. Ain't that some shit? So when Beyonce said, quote unquote, yo, to the world, I'm about to have his first child, she was wrongly informed because he been had children. Then they poured up, they said it's rumors that he have quote unquote babies in Malaysia, in India, all across the world. Miss Mimi, I see you in the building. See, we got to watch what we expose to our children. And then again, we can't even get mad at our kids because if they doing what they're seeing. I remember back in the days, I've heard some parents tell their children, don't do what I do, do as I say. Y'all ever heard that before? Don't do as I do as I say. That's one of the most contradictory statements I've ever heard in my life. What you mean don't do as you do as you say? You are my example. You are my example. You are my example, so why wouldn't you expect me to follow your lead? Why wouldn't you expect me to follow your lead, especially if I'm a child? Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies. If you grew up in a home where your mother was married to a man 40 years her senior, this is something that you would think, quote unquote, was normal. But that's abnormality. Shout out to DS1. Big DS1 over there, Sheep Stay Sleep. Like he said, how much did Russell pay for that young girl to come over from where she was originally from? Because like he said, this is how these big corporations and these perverts disguise their sexual encounters with females by disguising it as employment. Well, I'm employing her. She works for me. She's assisting me with the company. She ain't assisting you with the company. She's assisting you with the company. You see what Russian Princess said? She said you learn from your household. You learn from your household. But it seems like everything pertaining to this foolishness is being put right in front of our face. Remember the movie Eyes Wide Shut? It's being put right in front of our face. Right in front of our face. You dig what I'm saying? So shout out to the women that's in the building. I'm going to start it off a little smooth. You know I got to get my man Jay Howell. I'm going to start it out a little smooth because the women is in the building. Do me a favor, y'all. Let's get to this work. You know how I do it. Grown folks business. Let's go.
I play my cards. You break the rules, I break your heart. Fuck around, I'll leave you stuck, leave you scarred. Is that what you want, babe?
Smash that like button, y'all.
I give my love, I give my all. cater to you, take what you want. Steady chasing lanes, I'm a boss. This ain't what you want, babe.
Check that note.
Please don't let it go too far. Cause I don't wanna give up.
Mean guitar.
I'm so tired of being faithful to you. I'ma do your own, baby. I'm so tired of being faithful to you. I'ma do your own, baby. I'ma do your own, babe. I play the game, I play my cards. Breaking rules, you breaking hearts. Second guessing what you want done.
Check what he's saying.
Steady playing me, so I'm just gonna keep on moving my body all over somebody else. Feel it till you're weak, darling. Show you what I need, darling. Please don't let it go too far. Please don't make it so hard. Please don't let it go too far. I'm tired of being faithful. Said I'ma do your own, baby. Tired of being faithful. Said I'ma do your own, baby. Oh, yeah. I'm tired and done.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Gotta rise up. We've got to organize. We've got to mobilize. We've got to work to solve these problems.
That's why it's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Y'all seeing some of the funniest shit today, y'all. This is just an educational purposes only. For y'all out there that's buying them subs, this is a cold-blooded fact. I ain't throwing no shots. I don't care what you do. That's your cheddar. I'm gonna get my shit over here organically. Y'all, if y'all don't notice or not, shout out to King Craigo. King Craigo is the one that told me, yo, put your shit on motherfucking on subscribers only. Craigo told me that. I ain't gonna front. Craigo said, yo, Dice, put your shit on subscribers only. And I was like, why you say that shit, Craig? He said that will keep the extra trolls out your chat. That'll keep the extra trolls out your chat. So I've been running with it ever since. But I saw some shit today that made me laugh so hard, y'all. Let me tell you something. If you buying subscriptions, you can't put it on subscribers mode. That should be common sense to anybody. Just trying to give you some game, because I know a lot of niggas on YouTube. Well, it's a couple of y'all that been cheating lately. But go ahead, knock it out. If they catch your channel, that's on you. But you know you cheating. But anyway, it's none of my business. But I'm going to tell you something. You have to keep, if you're going to buy bots, you can't be on subscribers only. You know why? Because if you put your channel on subscribers only mode, that means only the people that are really subscribed to you can participate. But when you have it off subscribers mode, the bots could come up in here, go up in there and just fly up everything. So that's why it goes from 300 people in your chat to 55. I done seen people numbers fluctuate from 385 to 420 to 123. Back up to 307. Back up to 325, back up to 395. And then the minute that subscribers mode went on, yo, China, they got caught today, China. Salute. We got 050 in the building. When, yo, China, the minute they put that subscribers only on, like now, if y'all notice China in the building, when China put on subscribers mode, sometimes shout out to Platinum, hit on subscribers mode. You notice that shit still say 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Shout out to China the other day. That nigga had 1,260 people in the fucking chat. But you notice the shit didn't go anywhere. The notice nowhere. See, China, he say, yo, goddamn it, Platinum, why you put that shit on? But that shit didn't knock away his peoples. But today I seen some shit. Motherfucker had 385 people in their chat, China. When they put on that subscribers mode, that shit said, meow, 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 meow. That shit dropped down to 55. I said, oh, shit. I said, what the fuck is going, am I bugging the fuck out? Then I thought about that. YouTube ain't playing. So, like I said, I learned that from the great China too. Whatever y'all want to do on y'all chat, y'all do that shit on y'all chat. I'm trying to tell y'all, these motherfucking new people that's fucking with YouTube, these niggas not playing. Them niggas is hitting niggas for monetization. They hitting niggas channels. And then I think about what China do. Yo, China is the best that ever did this shit. I ain't know he was gonna pop up, but I gotta give him his flowers for this shit. This nigga, I gave him that name, is the Vince McMahon of this shit, man. This nigga China popped up and said, Dark Side activate. Niggas went crazy. Yeah, China, yeah, China. They go my guy. But before China popped up, niggas was talking like they was the best thing since pants with pockets. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm sitting there laughing. Now that was the entertainment to me. Before China popped up in that motherfucking chat, motherfuckers was like, yo, baby, yo, hey. Arthur Fonzarelli, baby, hey. When China popped in the chat, shout out to the head honcho. That nigga China said, Dark Side activate. Oh my God, that shit went so. I said, this nigga China is definitely the motherfucker. Yo, we was talking about this the other day. Shout out to King Craigo. He said, yo, Dice, who you think got the motherfucking area of our sector locked down? China Brim, heads down. Hands down. Hands down. He was like, nah, but what about Hassan Campbell? I said, yeah, Hassan Campbell got a bunch of subscribers. Sometimes you see Hassan Campbell, he got 4 or 5. I seen one time that nigga had 8,700 people in the chat. And this wasn't no motherfucking bots. That shit was flying like a indie. But when it comes to influential, see, this is what people fail to realize. When it comes to influential, China got that shit locked. I watch him. I learned off him. The jewels he gave me, and shout out to Zeke Black. The jewels them two niggas gave me, I put that shit into my motherfucking itinerary, and I'm in my own motherfucking lane. Everybody can't be China. Everybody can't be me. Everybody can't be Harlem Legend. Everybody can't be Zeke Black. Everybody can't be Jai Ace. You got to find out who you are. So slowly but surely, to the 1,755 people that hit that subscribe button for me, you know I appreciate you. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you decided to come and rock with me. Imani L, I see you in the building. I think they've been bamboozling us the whole time. They've been bamboozling us the whole fucking time. Yo, all this shit got me looking at the industry. Yo, shout out to China too, because I gotta tell you the truth. I got every motherfucking Meek Mill record he ever put out. I'm talking about from Dream Chasers, man. From Tony, man. Every mixtape, I got that Apple Pay. Every album that Meek Mill put out, I got that shit. And that shit kind of got me mad. You see what I said? I ended my show earlier. You see what China said? I ended my show giving him and Queens Flip their props. He said, yo, I just got off the phone with Math, Queens Flip, and Champ. Watch the next work. I just said that shit earlier because when China got live this morning, I woke up, this nigga was going crazy. I said, uh-oh, somebody done fucked up. And shout out to Queens Flip, because Queens Flip came to the chat. And when he popped up, China was on his dead Brooklyn shit. Ah! And then he caught Queens Flip said, yo, check this out. My fault. Hear me for a minute, brother. That was the realest shit I ever seen. China, you know China's stubborn. So he will tell you, fuck you, Glico sauce, go kill yourself. And nigga Queens was like, can I just talk to you for a minute or I'm breaking out? China was like, yo, you know what? Speak your piece, and sat back. That was China showing growth. He could have told that nigga, go eat tuna fish and Gleek sauce. But he sat back and let him talk. And then shout out to Queens Flip. Queens Flip said, yo, check this out. I'm the devil's advocate. He said, when I first got in the game, certain ways I handled things by putting plays together, he said that shit backfired on me. We didn't have problems at the studio, problems in the hallway. He said, I'm not doing that shit no more. He said, from now on, when I'm letting people know if they coming up on a quote unquote show, I'm letting people know where my loyalty go. So if you want to be involved with it, you can. That was the realest conversation I ever seen. And he told China, I've been watching you, nigga. I see what you doing. A lot of people watch us that we don't know. And that's going to be a hell of a clash. When they get that shit together, Queens Flip, we need China Brim on the motherfucking couch. We need China Brim up there. Shout out to Bad Vibes. I was on the phone with Vibes earlier. Shout out to Bad Vibes. We need China on that motherfucking couch to tell his story too. You dig what I'm saying? And who knows, we might have China, Zeke Black, because number one, shout out to Harlem Legend. I'm not knocking that. That motherfucking morning show that Ziggy Black and China got, ain't nobody touching that shit. Nobody. Nobody touching that shit. The reason why the mesh comes together, because you know China was locked down for a second or two. Zeke was out here. So certain things that China may not know about, or he may have heard about, Zeke might have been around or might have been knowledgeable. So now they putting that shit together. And I see niggas and I hear niggas throwing shots at China. I don't give a fuck. I hear niggas talking about, yo, how these niggas is getting these numbers out, because the nigga's good and the nigga's got his motherfucking craft locked and he been on YouTube for 3 years and he should have more than that. So now if China was buying motherfucking, I told y'all this before, if China was buying views, he probably have 200,000, 300,000, 500,000. Nah, that nigga's growing this shit organically the way he's supposed to. Shout out to 050 the movement. Shout out to Harlem Legend. Y'all know he get on my nerves, but that's still a movement. You dig what I'm saying? That's still family. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to Ja Ace. Shout out to everybody over there that's doing their thing. You dig what I'm saying? The ladies too. Queen Mo Fire, Sister Nyrees, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Dark skin beauties. That's the sis for life. That's the sis for life. You dig what I'm saying? Because she really did care about Compa and Compa really cared about her. Yo, this nigga China almost made me throw up the other night. Yo, China, you's a funny motherfucker. That nigga China said, I know this is a white girl. That ain't no white girl you was talking to, China. That's a black woman. She just switched up her name at the end. I'm going to leave it there, China. When you said that shit, I know this is a white girl. She crazy. I like to throw up my motherfucking blunt smoking that shit. I like to throw my goddamn blunt. He said, I know that's a white girl. Yo, that shit almost made me die because that's a black woman. No pity, I see you in the building. I see you. You heard what he said, Zeke's memory is immaculate, because Zeke really was right out. Yo, niggas was really outside. You dig what I'm saying? That's like when China was locked up. Y'all niggas that be saying y'all was locked up and y'all did this and y'all did that. If it didn't come through certain niggas' ears, you're lying. That's why China be looking at niggas like y'all niggas is lying. And then when it come to this shit outside in the streets, certain niggas that avoided certain shit, we can hear niggas that's lying. So when you got that good mesh come together like that, that's a great motherfucking mesh. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to Zeke Black, shout out to Zeke Black. When I'm telling you, you couldn't have a better person in your corner as far as mentorship. Me and Zeke the same age. But as far as mentorship, and like I told you with China, he younger than me. But when it comes to this YouTube shit, he the OG. He be telling y'all I'm the OG. Nah, China the OG of this shit because he's schooling me. In school, a lot of shit I went through on YouTube, I could have avoided. But tell you the truth, I'm glad I didn't avoid it. I'm glad I didn't avoid it because one thing for sure, two things for certain. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Utica Avenue. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. But you know, I'm a lover, not a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I'm about a bag. I'm about a BAG. Anybody know my description? Dice about that bread, getting $1 or $2, keeping a bad bitch around him. You know what I'm saying? And staying in a good restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Trying to de-escalate the situation. But I can make it happen. But we just growing up now. We enjoying our fucking lives. You know what I'm saying? Our families. We praying for the people that's locked up, and we praying for the people that's not here physically. Long live the dread. But I got a show for y'all tonight, man. I got to tell y'all something. They done put this shit in our face. Yo, let me explain something to you. Anybody know who this is right here? Yo, Super, I'm telling you right now, don't get timed out. Do anybody know who this is right here? Does anybody know who this is right here? Yo, Super, you know I put you on 10 seconds. You know I do it. Grizz said, that's Meg Stallion, baby. That's Meg the Stallion. I've always said, quote unquote, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. Trav, I see you in the building, salute. This is just my opinion. Fair to YouTube usage. My own disclaimer, this is just my opinion. I've always said Megan Thee Stallion was a woman, was a man. Don't get mad at me. She's never been attractive to me. I've never fantasized none of that shit. This is a dude. This is like a nigga named Joshua Peters. Because when you type her name in, that's what the name that comes up, Joshua Peters. Joshua Peters. They even got a bunch of stories on YouTube and in the world about quote unquote how the transformation of Megan Thee Stallion. Number one, a stallion is a male horse, and a mare is a female horse. So why she ain't say Megan the Mare? Why she ain't say Megan the Mare? She call herself Megan Thee Stallion. She call herself Megan Thee Stallion. That's why Tory shot her ass in the goddamn foot, in my opinion. That's why Tory shot her ass. Let me tell y'all something. Back to this whole scenario about homosexuality in the music business. It's a few of us in here, up here over our 40s and stuff like that. There was a number one rap group that had sex. They even wrote songs about sharing the same transgender, and they did it for 3 albums right in front of our face. And now I'm looking at all this shit real weird. Because if y'all don't remember EPMD, anybody remembers the EPMD album? They all slept with a transgender by the name of Jane. Did y'all forget about that? There was Jane Part 1 on the first album. There was Jane Part 2 on the second album. And there was Jane Part 3 on the third album. First of all, Jane was a transgender. Oh yeah, Tory shot her. Tory shot that nigga. Yeah, he done shot that nigga. Allegedly. You right, allegedly. Allegedly. But let me ask you something. No Pity said allegedly. No Pity, let me ask you something. Say you was chilling with a chick for a couple of weeks. You know, she ain't give you none of that nasty bastard. One day you go to a club. She with her homegirl. Y'all supposed to be doing a motherfucking threesome and everything. You up in the club, you rubbing up with her, and you make a mistake and touch her, go to a thigh area, and you feel a goddamn lighter down there. You feel a goddamn flashlight. What the fuck you gonna do? You gonna back your gun? Yo, what's that, my nigga? Because if I'm dancing with what I'm thinking is a woman, and I go to fill up on, you know, because I'm with that reggae shit, rock 'em off, love, no give me the rock. I get the rubbing and grubbing, and I feel something in the front, I'm going to go, friend, where have you been? Nobody knows you like that. I'm telling you right now, I'm flipping the fuck out. I don't give a fuck how none of y'all feel. Y'all can get mad, take your subscription back. I'm not going to Bangkok. I'm not fucking with no chick with no dick. I respect everybody, the LGBTQ+. I respect that. I respect that. Hold on, don't kill me. But y'all gotta respect what I'm saying. I am a man. I am a man. Because what they saying is they got into an argument because he was paying more attention to the Kelsey chick, the side chick. Kelsey said, Corey, that's a goddamn boy. Tory said, that ain't no goddamn boy. He wasn't thinking about it like that because, you know, Tory, he got a fucked up hairline. He got an insecurity about his hairline. So he like, come on, Kelsey, stop playing. That ain't no boy. She was like, nigga, I always like you. That's a goddamn boy. Why you think you ain't got no pussy yet? That's crazy, right? You see what Miss Mimi said? She said, there are so many gender bending in the celebrity, it's insane. What up, Chief? My man Chief said, Dice, what are you doing up on a school night, young man? Mama say I can stay up tonight. I don't have to go to schools tomorrow. I's free. Mama say I's free tonight. You know what I'm saying? My mother used to be like, boy, if you ain't got to go to school tomorrow, you can stay up and watch TV. But if I had to go to sleep, that TV had to be off by 9 o'clock. If my mother came in that room and that television was on past 9 o'clock, she'd take a goddamn stick and beat the TV. She was just real crazy, y'all. Cash, I see you in the building. Salute, beloved. I see all the good people coming up. I got a good show for y'all tonight. I got some shit that's going to make y'all laugh. Did y'all ever see the video with Megan Thee Stallion dancing and a dick fell out? Did you ever see the video with Megan Thee Stallion dancing and her dick fell out?
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets are...
You see that? You see that? Miss Mimi had the nerve. You see what Miss Mimi said? Yo, Super, she gotta get her 10 seconds right or wrong. She gotta get her 10 seconds. She gotta get her 10 seconds. Welcome to the family, girl. They go, yo, 10 seconds. Don DeMarco, you had to get your 10 seconds. She said, no way, bruh. Yeah, it's a video out. She dancing and twerking, Mimi. She doing the hucklebuck and the dick fall out. I swear to God, I can't make this. She doing the hucklebuck. Motherfucking shit fall out just like a goddamn seal tape. Just look like a seal paddle. Tell her, Super, you have now arrived in the Team Guardian. You got your 10 seconds. You home now, girl. She said the other day, she said, Dice, I feel like I'm home over here. Because you are. That's why we just gave you that 10 seconds, girl. See, you ain't got to do no crazy shit like Puff Daddy and them to be down with us. You just gonna get a little time out every now and then and some great content. We ain't gonna be having no cameras up or nothing like that. We ain't gonna be screenshotting what you're saying. This is great love over here, y'all. I'm telling you, you see what my man said? Before I put the video on, make sure we all got on the Eclipse glasses. I got a video of her twerking and her dick fall out. Excuse my language, her penis falls out from between her legs. You know, I'm gonna take it to some Twilight Zone shit. I have a video with Megan Thee Stallion dancing and her penis falls out. And when she noticed that her penis falls out, when she notices that her penis falls out, she stands up. Pay attention to this. You've seen the movie called The Black Stallion. That movie wasn't called The Black Mare. A mare is a female horse. That shit was called The Black Stallion because they know how them horse dicks is. She called herself Megan Thee Stallion. Oh yeah, that's a fact. Look at Miss Mimi. You know she down. She from the hood. Did you used to work at White Castles? Mimi, I swear to God, you look like the cool chick named... But her name wasn't Mimi. Her name was Amy. She worked in the White Castle on Utica and Empire. I used to be like, yo, Mimi, let me get 4 double cheeseburgers, no onions. You dig what I'm saying? Melt my cheese. Double steam my cheese. I swear from your avatar, you look like her. But she is right. There is a video with Barack Obama calling Michelle Obama Michael Obama. And then there's a video with Michelle Obama dancing on the Ellen DeGeneres show with a pair of beige silk blouses on, and this nigga got a flashlight in the front. I said, what the fuck is that? She said, I was just wondering, are you getting paid to disrespect black women? Just wondering, are you getting... Matter of fact, something about you I didn't like anyway. So you know what, from now on, this is what I'm about to ask you. You ready for this one? You ready for this one, dummy? Go to another chat, dummy. I had a dumb vibe about you from day one. I ain't gonna lie to you, Liddy lady. FTC, am I lying? I had a dumb vibe about you anyway. I thought you was somebody stupid anyway. So when you came in tonight, and if you really been over here with us, you know we joking. It ain't no disrespect to no women. So you know what? Now I'm gonna disrespect you. You know what you can do? Do you know what you really can do? I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm just gonna think it to you. I'm not even gonna express it. I'm just gonna think it. I'm gonna think it in my head. I'm not gonna express it. FTC, I started to say, you know what I started to say, but you know what? I'm not even gonna do that. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna do that. Now see, Lenny lady, Darielle is here, that's a woman. Miss Mimi is here, that's a woman. One of my homegirls, one of my sisters, 30 years plus is here, she's a woman. Guess where they at? They here, Miss Lenny lady, and you won't be here. See, since you came over here, see, if you paid attention to what I was saying, I have a video with Megan Thee Stallion dancing with a penis falling out of her. Anybody that's ever been in my shows know I ain't talking no cap. And to my man Super, see, you done got Super started. See, I didn't say it, but look what Super said. He said, Lenny lady, what you can do is hold your head under a toilet bowl water until you stop struggling. You see what he said? He said the whole vibe. See, these are people that don't even know you. Amani L said the whole vibe with her is off. But you know what? That's who we got to deal with sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? He said Lenny lady came here to defend the girls and penises. So, you know, Lenny lady, if you were a transgender, all you had to do is say dice. Something you said about a transgender offended me, and I'd have been like, my fault. Because that's not what I was doing. I was just making a joke. Now, I'm not saying this because you might be a transgender. I don't know if you're a transgender. You say Lenny lady, so now the way you reacted on that, you might be a transgender. You might not be. Shout out to you if you are a transgender. Shout out to you if you're a regular lady. So I'm just going to say it in a calmer note. You can't be here. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? You bet you don't be over here anyway. You come, what, every now and then, I guess, to smell if something is brewing up, and we over here chilling. So since you came over here to mess with my vibe, I'm going to say peace. I'm going to say peace to you. You are you know what? You helping me, though. You know why? Because you're number 95 on the block list. You are number 95 on the block list. I'm 5 people away from blocking, and then I'm going to pick somebody and send them a $25 cash app. Miss Lenny lady, you are number 95 on the block list. See, now what you got to do is you have to come with another name. You got to come with another name if you want to come back over here. You can't come back over here saying Lenny lady no more. If you come over here saying Lenny brother, if you come over here saying Lenny Pac-Man, if you come over here saying Lenny Tuna Fish, I'm going to block you. Anything that says L-I-N-Y, I'm going to block you. Because I think that stands for Long Island, New York lady. I think you somebody else anyway. I think that stands for Long Island, New York lady. Lenny lady, unless your name is Lenny Dawson or Linwood Nelson. I ain't never heard a woman named Lenny. But you called yourself Lenny. But you know what? We're going to get back to the content. We're going to get back to the content. He says she's mad because the Cinnamon Toast Crunch is no longer on sale at her local Walmart. Super said, all I'm going to say is kick rocks. But let me show y'all something right quick. I want y'all to check this video out since people was bugging. Check this video out right quick, y'all. Megan Thee Stallion. This is some deep shit, y'all. Pay attention. What's that falling? Uh-oh. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that right quick? Look in between her legs. Look in between her legs. Right there, she looked like something more. He looks like, I don't know what it is, but he looked like something dangerous. But look between the legs. Uh-oh, y'all act like y'all didn't see that, huh? Y'all act like y'all didn't see that, huh? Nobody saw that? So nobody saw that, huh? If you saw that, the ladies, let me see the hearts if the ladies saw it. To the fellas, if y'all seen it, let me see the dice cubes, because that ain't no woman. That wasn't no woman. Yeah, you are now rocking with the best. This is Sharon McLeod's son. For Lenny lady, you know what you can do.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Shout out to Miss Mimi. You see what she said? She said, as I said earlier, there are so many gender markers that you just can't hide. Even when the transition took place before puberty, once you see, you can't unsee what took place. That's just like Dwayne Wade's son. 20, 30 years from now, the only reason why people are going to be identifying that young man as a woman, because they don't know his history. They don't know his history. There's so many things they put in front of our face, y'all. I'm feeling like I'm slow, like I got Down syndrome sometimes. Not making fun of nobody. I'm just being humorous. Like, all jokes aside. So you mean to tell me we were raised on homosexual hip hop? Pay attention. Homosexuality has nothing to do with talent. Look at Luther Vandross, like my mother said. He was a homosexual man. Everybody loved his voice. Look at Freddie Jackson. Look at Keith Jackson. Keith Washington. Excuse me. Pay attention. We have so many artists, basketball, athletes. They don't talk about the homosexual rate that's in football. They just bamboozled us, y'all, because we was entertained. We was brain fucked. We was mind fucked. We didn't see what they showed us right in our own eyes wide open, eyes wide shut. We see what we wanted to see. A lot of them thirsty niggas that be sitting behind them avatars, when they look at this, they see a man, a woman, I mean. But if you look right here in the face, she got a nose like my grandfather. All jokes aside, she got a nose, y'all, like Fred McLeod. She got a nose like she could be our family. Tell me her nose don't resemble my grandfather's nose. You see this nose right here? She got my nose. She look like she could be my brother. I'm about to try to get in touch with this dude to see if this is my brother. But people don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear what they think they know. So let's get into this video again. Let's go. What they showing you is when you type in Joshua Peters, Megan Thee Stallion page comes up. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? What is that, y'all? I'm seeing balls. I'm seeing balls, man. I'm seeing balls. You see right there? You don't see no balls. You don't see no ball man chew. Check it out. Ball, 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 ball. Now, is that crazy? He didn't get tucked back that fast. Nigga stood up and covered it. You notice he stood up and turned to the side. He didn't stand up and just kept looking at the crowd. He turned to the side and then threw the crowd's attention on his ass. Is this why she can't keep a boyfriend? Is this why she cannot keep a man? Is this the real reason why they tried to silence Tory Lanez? Is this the real reason why she tried to silence Tory Lanez because of what she was afraid he was going to expose? How come her ex-boyfriend went crazy on her? Her ex-boyfriend went crazy on her. Went crazy on her. Went crazy on her. Telling her, quote unquote, don't let me tell the world who you really are. What he meant by that? Don't let me tell the world who you really are. What you mean, don't let me tell the world who you really are? Who are you? Franklin? Why can't she keep a man next to her? She has all the money in the world. She's attractive to some people. Got fans all over the world. She can buy a boy toy. She can buy somebody to stick around. Why won't a man stay with her? Seriously, y'all. Why can't she get a man to say, I want to be with you? You know they got the baby on the motherfucking tapes with Puff too. They said the baby done been to a couple of them parties too. Not the baby, the baby. Not Atlanta. I'm talking about Charlotte, North Carolina. And I always said it was something real sexual about his personality. He told people he slept with her one time and had to leave her alone because she wasn't what he wanted. Remember he made a song about it? There's a bodyguard up here that used to bodyguard for R. Kelly, Bobby Valentino. He said Bobby Valentino told him he got so much sex in his life from women, they were bored. They were boring. He said that shit was boring. He said he went to a party one time and he seen Dwight Howard in a pink dress. She said, I would like to see her ears. I think that's why she covers her ears. I think that's why she covers her ears. Because she looks like a drunk man named Derek. She looks like a drunk man named Derek. Mimi said, I see her ears, but I meant her. I meant his. Why these celebrities can't keep relationships? Check out what her peoples had to say about Megan. Let's get into this work, y'all. It's saying she was born a man. Let's see.
Where are you going after this?
Hey guys, what's going on and welcome back to our channel. Megan Thee Stallion is an American songwriter and rapper. She gained fame from her freestyling videos that she uploaded on her Instagram account and became a sensation since then. She has gone from no one to one of the most searched women in the world. Fame always carries rumors, and that's why there have been speculations on Megan's gender. Wait, what? Megan Thee Stallion was born a man? Number 5, Megan's stellar transformation. Megan in her college days was often caught doing ciphers. From there, her infectious confidence started to gain people's attention, and soon her rap lyrics were loved by all. Fame followed her since then, and she delivered one of her mega hit projects, Tina Snow. It's the name she represents herself as right now. Her next big hit was the song Big Ol' Freak, followed by Savage that was released in 2020. The latter song is all over TikTok. Megan started with nothing and belonged to Houston. The rapper always ensures to give each song her home touch. She started rapping at the tender age of 14, but didn't release any songs till she was 21. She followed in her mother's footsteps, who was a rapper herself in the 1990s. Megan got the nickname Stallion for her stellar performances. She quickly rose to fame and has worked with Ariana Grande and Cardi B. She also received a number of nominations for the Grammy Awards of 2020.
Megan Thee Stallion is killing the game right now, and for good reason.
Megan Thee Stallion became the face of Savage X Fenty lingerie in 2020. She posted a few of her mirror selfies in one of the outfits. This sparked a huge controversy in her comments section. People started bullying her for her so-called manly looks. More than 500,000 of her followers were adamant that the photo shoot appears to be featuring a man. There were several comments, including not liking her photo shoot or too manly. People openly called her out for not looking attractive enough and giving masculine vibes. Fans backed each other's comments by calling Megan a dude, but few of her other loyal fans stepped in for her and called out the haters.
I'm not gonna lie, TikTok choreography is really hard.
Number 3, dancing video. In August 2019, a video went viral by an audience member of Megan's stage performance. In the video, Megan was seen wearing a skimpy dress and performing a vulgar dance. Her outfit consisted of a purple crop top and short bottoms. As she was dancing, people didn't like the way she was looking. Again, she was given the label of being a trans. True or not, nobody knows. There were already comments on her looking like a man on her previous outfit shoot. This video sparked even more rage than before. Her video was criticized from every angle and received millions of views, but not for good reasons.
Which saw women all over the world twerk it like a boss. And if all of that still doesn't sound familiar, in 2020...
Number 2, transgender or not. After 2 big controversies, the 24-year-old rapper was being accused of hiding her real gender identity. People went ahead and called her out as a transgender. Rumors started to brew up that Megan was originally born as a boy who was named Joshua Pete. She later underwent surgery to have gender transformation and then converted into a man. The audience became so narrow-minded that they further stated that the star still has some manly organs. Megan has never commented on any rumors regarding her gender. However, in one of her interviews to W magazines, she showed disappointment over people's reactions to her body structure. She claimed that this is how it is, and she is proud of what she has and will continue to flaunt it. She doesn't care about what others think of her. Number 1, manly or not. Recently, her childhood pictures went viral, and it was at that point that no one could say from her baby pictures that she was born as a man. She had a normal feminine structure. The pictures took the internet by storm. People now seem to be grasping the fact that all the rumors regarding her original identity as a transgender are now false. Misunderstanding or not, the news did upset Megan and is nothing less than body shaming and bullying a person. It doesn't matter how a person looks. He or she must be appreciated for whatever they have. But what do you guys think about all this drama regarding Megan Thee Stallion being born as a man? Do let us know in the comments down below. And if you like this video and want to see more like it in the future, then all you have to do is like, share, and subscribe.
Let me ask y'all something. How the hell a damn ball set just fell? How the damn set of wrenches and balls just fell from between her thighs and they talking about she was born a little girl? I ain't start smoking until I went live, so I know it's not the ooh wee. If she just dropped down 2 sets of door knockers looking like it's on the back of a Yukon truck. You know the little brass knuckles, the brass balls that people be putting on the back of their trucks? How was she born, quote unquote, a woman? Or, pay attention to this, she could have been born a hermaphrodite. Did y'all ever think about that? How many people thought about that right quick before I said it? Honestly. She might have been born a hermaphrodite with a penis and a vagina. How many people thought about that? She might be born with the facial characteristics with a penis. In line with a Baphomet. Good God. Super said there's probably a lot more of those walking around here than we think, too. That's crazy, laugh out. That's a fact. That's a fact. That just jumped into my mind just now, like, hold up, Dice. What if she was born with both? Is that what her ex was talking about? You know, they was just joking, but in Hollywood, they were saying that's why Tory Lanez allegedly shot her. Allegedly. They said he found out she was a chick with a stick. And he grabbed that gun and said, doom. Mimi said, the third finger on a woman is the same length as her first one. For men, the third finger is longer or shorter than the first. And you're right, because mine's is longer than the first. You right about that. That's a fact. I just did that, y'all. Look at that. This is my first finger, that's my second finger, and that's my third finger. And my third finger is definitely longer than my first finger. You can see that right there. That's my first finger. That's my third finger. She got that locked down. She got that locked down. Hypothetically speaking, for the people that's in here, who thinks it's a woman? Who thinks it's a man? Who thinks it's a hermaphrodite? Miss Darielle, what do you think? You think Megan Thee Stallion is a woman? Or do you think she's a man? Or do you think she's all of the above? Because there's another group of people that I felt as though that was born, and they say that they was born as men, and that was Serena and Venus Williams. They always said that them two were born men. Y'all don't remember when they were saying Sierra was a man? I'm the only one that remember that? They stopped saying Sierra wasn't a man. They stopped saying that she wasn't a man when she started having babies with the dude from football. Y'all don't remember that? Everybody was saying to check out Sierra because she had the Adam's apple. I'm the only one to remember that? Oh, my fault. Yeah, she said, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. She said, that's a fact. Cash said, yep, that's a fact. But all of a sudden, they gave her alleged 2 babies. But you know, they got these things now that can make it look like you're pregnant. You know, you ever seen anybody on television that was playing the role of a pregnant woman? They got these things now that you can put on that'll make you appear to be pregnant. They could have took his DNA and put it in what? A woman from a lab, or put it in. They could have had surrogate mothers for their babies. Ain't that some shit? Yak said, I remember that shit too. That's a fact. Mimi said, everybody heard that. Sierra was a man. But they stopped saying it, didn't they? Super said he ain't believe Sierra was a man. I did. When I saw her throat looking like mine. Me. Imani said he believes as though they had a surrogate mother. The father is the father, but there's a surrogate mother. They got a lot of money. They got a lot of money. Super said, I'm hoping Serena not. Serena looked like Fred Williamson. I'm telling you. Serena is shaped like Fred Williamson. That's a fact. From the Cleveland Browns. If you give her an afro, she looked like Fred Williamson in 1976, running back for the Cleveland Browns. She looking like Fred Williamson from from the original Gangsters. She looking like Fred Williamson from Hell Up in Harlem, man. Emmanuel, I don't know about Beyonce now. I believe Beyonce a woman. I ain't gonna front. I believe Beyonce was born a girl. Because I remember her from Destiny Child and all that. But then again, we'll never know with this stuff that's going on today. But I do believe Beyonce is a woman. One thing, I believe he's a woman because that's why they're saying Jay-Z is not interested in it. Because if she would have been a boy or a transgender or something like that, they said Jay-Z would have probably been more interested in it. They said he liked young girls and young boys, allegedly. Ain't that some shit? Chief said, yo, the only said she was a man because they were jealous of her. Sierra took an R&B game storm when she first came out. Oh yeah, it's your time. You ain't been here in a while, so I got to give you one. There you go. That's your 10 seconds. Yeah, you earned that 10 seconds right there, Chief. Yeah, you earned that. You've been on that peace pipe tonight. You smoking too much of that peace pipe. Put that peace pipe down. Don't fuck with no more of that peace pipe tonight. Go get you some water and just enjoy some air. I had to give you 10 seconds for that one. He said the only reason why they said she was a man because they was jealous of Sierra. She took the R&B game by storm when it first came out. That shit sounded so convincing I had to give you 10 seconds. That shit fucked me up. I almost fell for that shit. Ain't that some shit, y'all? That shit almost fucked me up. I had to give him 10 seconds because that was slick. That was some slick shit. I gotta say that shit again. That was some slick shit. He said the only reason why they said that she was a man because they were jealous of Sierra. Because she took the R&B game by storm when she first came out. This dude is acting like we talking about Anita Baker. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Yeah, you had to get your 10 seconds. Welcome back, Jack. Welcome back with the welcome back Carter. With the welcome back Carter emoji. He got the welcome back Carter emoji. Welcome back. With a feather. Ain't that some shit? With a motherfucking feather. Ain't that some shit? Y'all don't understand I'm crazy over here? Y'all ain't get it yet? Y'all ain't get it yet, did you? How y'all feel about this lady right here? Yo, anybody know who this is? Anybody know who this is right here? Talk to me about this beautiful lady right here. Anybody know who this is? Oh yeah, we crazy over here, Darielle. She said, wow. Yeah, we crazy over here. I'm glad you answered that first correctly. I'm going to check out what you asked now. Now you said, Dice, how you going to question all these celebrity females, but the broads? See, this is why I got to give your ass a timeout. See, you be coming over here to give somebody a time. See, you getting a minute for that. See, you getting a minute over here. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody else that was over here again from you, Super. You just got a minute timeout for that because you done went crazy again. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? You see what I mean? He said, yo, How you gonna question these celebrity females, but the broads who came on your panel, he said you ain't questioning them. Most of them was looking like G-Unit entourage members. Yo, this nigga here is crazy, man. But that's a fact. That's Tiffany Hadish right there. I can't, yo, Darielle, I can't stand her neither. Let me tell you why I can't stand her. Shout out to my man David. His name is David, Do Dirty. I played their video before up here. He wrote some music for her. He stay in California, and his wife and her are good friends. His name is David Cooper. The name of the song, y'all, is Come and Get Your Baby Daddy. It stars Tiffany Hadish and Trina from Atlanta. In the video, James from Good Times in the video. I don't like her neither. I didn't like her after the situation that happened, quote unquote, with her grandmother, because when her grandmother, she took her grandmother, allegedly, her grandmother was taken out of a nursing home, and then her grandmother passed away, and that's when she cut her hair. See, when it comes to the higher ups, I've always told, once you cut your hair bald, once you got to cut your hair bald, and then you put this blondness up there, like with Dennis Rodman, like Ray J, like Chris Brown, like Orlando Anderson, this is a ritual of humiliation that you have to go through to get back in the good graces with the high up. Although I see you in the building, salute, beloved. We was just in there talking about Megan Thee Stallion. We played a video with a ball hanging out. Word up. But this woman right here, for some reason, she was dating this man right here, cool dude right here. She was dating him. Anybody know who that is, right? Everybody know who that is, right? She was dating my man right here for about 16, 18, I think it was 17, 18 months. She was dating my man right here. If y'all don't know who this is, that's Common. You dig what I'm saying? Rapper. You know what I'm saying? Went into acting, did a John Wick movie. He's a hell of an actor. I ain't gonna front. He's a hell of an actor. I'm not gonna lie. Word up. Common, that's a fact. Miss Mimi said that's Common. Emmanuel said Common. But for some reason, he just decided one day, yo, check this out. He just called Tiffany. He said, yo, Tiff, check this out. She was like, what up, daddy? He was like, I ain't fucking with you no more. That's a fact. He dated Erykah Badu too. That's a fact. Apparently, Erykah Badu had him messed up because they said he was in love with her. They said she put them incense on his ass though. You know, they said she got a few incense. She got an incense that'll make you, they said Erykah Badu got some witchcraft going on with her allegedly. They said that motherfucker burn an incense and you'll think you a parakeet in the middle of South Africa. Ain't that some shit you be standing on Utica Avenue and then you just turn in and start acting like a parakeet in South Africa? You just sitting up perched on a motherfucking garbage can, just perched up on a garbage can, you know what I'm saying? Like an African gray or something. But they say her attitude is really the way that she is in her movies. Anybody seen her in The Last OG? Very disrespectful, very boisterous, very manly. Very dominant woman. Very, very aggressive woman. They say that's her in real life. They say she got a mouth on her now. They say she likes to make scenes and stuff like that. Maybe because they said when she was younger and she grew up in certain situations and going through group homes and things like that, that was her outlook. That was her outlet. Her outlet was covering up the fact of pain, sexual abuse, unfortunately, that she went through laughter and through jokes. But they said, like Cat Williams said, she cannot write jokes. She can't rock a movie by herself. She always has to be a co-star. Like, I never thought about it when he said it. He said there can never be a straight up just Tiffany Haddish movie. The closest they came to it is when she did the show with Kevin Hart, Night School or something like that. And then they brought up the fact about she had a blockbuster movie, Girls Night Out. But think about it. Look at the star-studded cast she had. Queen Latifah, Jada Pinkett. These is big people to be doing shit with. You dig what I'm saying? She couldn't have missed like that. But they said if you give her a role in a movie by herself, that should have flopped like some pancakes with too much water. That's a fact. They said Common just said to her one day, yo, check this out. What's going on with me and you? It ain't right. But when he came up, he said that it was a mutual agreement to separate. She said that shit is bullshit. But for some reason, he couldn't get it right with her. But he got it right with her. Anybody know who that is? Anybody know who this is right here? Anybody except a dead body? That's a fact. That's Miss Jenifer Hudson. That's Miss Jenifer Hudson. That's a fact, y'all. That's Miss Jenifer Hudson. And for some reason, Common Sense feels as though that this is his straight up and down soulmate. Straight up and down soulmate. That's a hell of a motherfucking crossover. That's a hell of a crossover. From Loud and Boisterous, the one that run in the store, you know what I'm saying, and buy Black and Mild, to Bougie and Elegant, the one that says, I'm not going in that corner store to get no cigar. If you want a cigar, you need to go get that cigar. But check this out, what Common said he had to say. He had some good stuff to say about Jenifer. Some deep shit, y'all. Check it out, because they together now. Check this out.
Girl, he never gave me no damn earrings. He probably gave us to Jenifer.
Baby, Tiffany's upset.
See what I mean? She talked too much. And then she had the nerve to bring in, quote unquote, Jenifer Hudson name. Girl, he ain't never give me no earrings. He probably gave them to Jenifer. That's probably why he got away from her. Check this out.
Girl, he never gave me no damn earrings. He probably gave us to Jenifer.
Baby, Tiffany's obsession with Common is still showing, and it's reportedly worse now that it's official that the Lori Harvey of straight men has decided to settle. Common and Jenifer Hudson are an item for real, y'all, and they've confirmed that on J Hud's talk show. Well, the fact that he showed up with a bouquet for J Hud might have been a clue, but the things he said after that, this man is in love, y'all.
I'm a host, and so I have to ask you this question, because everybody always want to know this. Are you dating anyone?
So, yes, and I'm in a relationship that is one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, she loves God, she has something real down to earth about her. She's talented, but I set my standard kind of high because she had to have an EGOT. She had to win an Oscar on her first movie. I set my standard high. She had to get her own talk show.
Oh, okay.
Child, I'm out here blushing as Common talks about J Hud, because there's really nothing more beautiful than a man being a great communicator and being able to be open about his feelings. But do you know who was typing and deleting while watching Common gush over J Hud? Miss Tiffany Hadish. According to close sources, Tiffany is still very much obsessed with Common, and she's making it known that she is not happy about Common moving on with J Hud while she is out here still not over him. So in case you forgot, Tiffany and Common met while filming the 2019 movie The Kitchen, and they appeared to be pretty happy. In fact, according to Tiffany, the relationship she had with Common was hands down the best she had ever had, and she even said that if Common ever proposed, she'd want.
I think this can only help.
Commercial break to the great people. There you go.
So with she is out here still not over him. So in case you forgot, Tiffany and Common met while filming the 2019 movie The Kitchen, and they appeared to be pretty happy. In fact, according to Tiffany, the relationship she had with Common was hands down the best she had ever had, and she even said that if Common ever proposed, she'd want him to do so with an apartment building. Unfortunately, around the same time she was hoping for that proposal, Common decided to dip and break up with Tiffany. Common blamed their split on their busy schedules and said that the decision was mutual.
It was a mutual thing, essentially, that we came to understanding that, like, this is what's gonna be best, like, for us to still continue to love each other and be there for each other, is to not be in a romantic relationship, because we won't be able to get to that. And I don't want to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
But a month later, Tiffany revealed that she was blindsided by Common's remarks. She actually told Jason Lee that she was hurt by his response. Tiffany also added that while she was happy with Common, he thought the relationship had run its course and even stopped inviting her out to some milestone events that, as his girl, she thought she should have been invited to. Apparently, Tiffany missed the hint that he was growing apart from her, and she said he eventually called her on the phone and ended the almost 2-year relationship. In the interview, Tiffany also said that she really misses Common.
I'm fine with it. It's gonna be new opportunities. I miss them. I miss them from time to time, but that's what I think with any relationship, an intimate relationship that you might have, you miss them. But I'm fine with it. It's cool.
But child, Tiffany can't stop talking about him. Every chance she got, Tiffany kept on saying that the decision was not mutual at all. She also described their relationship as the healthiest and safest one she had experienced. She said it wasn't mutual. It was more him saying, I think this relationship has run its course. And I was like, okay, like, you gonna be a 50-year-old single man? Okay. She also basically added that Common had abandoned her, saying, I'm a pretty positive person and I'm here to have an experience. I would love to have a partner to experience it with, but also I guess I've been alone for so long and so used to being abandoned, I expect it, which is sad, right? See, according to Tiffany, Common might be the type of person who never settles.
He might be the type of person that never like really settles with somebody. Maybe he's like a, he's like a bee going from flower to flower to flower.
But based on the things that Common said about J Hud and how he's behaving around her, it pretty much looks like he has decided to settle. And according to people close to Tiffany, she's very bothered. Now, you know what else got Tiffany pressed? The fact that Common has now revealed that he is the marrying type.
Are you the marrying type? Do you think this one could be the one?
This is a deep answer he gave these people. Pay attention to what he said, y'all.
I like that in you. I like that.
You're different.
Yeah.
You said it.
I mean,
like I'm a different guy now.
Listen, I feel like I have grown, and the work that I've done on myself has allowed me to see that I am a marrying type. I am the type that I'm capable. I had a capacity, and I, at some point in my life, I may want to do that. Just I would know when the right time is, and I think for me, everything is divine. Like I work from that discernment that God speaks. When He speaks into your stomach, and you feel it in your heart and your spirit. So when I would feel that, I will communicate with that person, and if she's feeling that, then that would be
why
that.
not?
Then why not? Yeah.
Also, when Common flipped the question about him dating anyone on J Hud's talk show and asked her whether she was seeing anyone, his response made everyone believe that Tiffany was livid because he didn't have the same energy when he was dating her. Jenifer said that she was very happy in her relationship, and Common elaborated more on that, saying the relationship is a happy place for him as well.
Seeing her happy actually makes me really happy. So I'm very grateful. I thank God each and every day, and I'm just letting God guide this relationship.
Remember, Tiffany had also been open about her intention to have kids many, many times. Like in the interview with Access, she said that she wants to get foster kids and then adopt.
So I want to get foster kids and then adopt. That's what I want to do. But I've been advised by my representations and whatnot that because I'm at this level in life now, that I can't get foster kids, but I can adopt.
In another interview with E's Daily Pop, Tiffany said that she was actually taking parenting classes. She also said that she was looking to adopt, saying, I'm looking at, 5 and up, really like 7. I want them to be able to know how to use the restroom on their own and talk. I want them to know that I put in the work and I wanted them. She also talked about adopting in an interview with Extra, where she was like,
and I want to adopt. I want a Josephine Bakery. Give me a little variety pack.
In fact, Tiffany also sort of said the same thing in a different interview with Lad TV.
I think I'm going to adopt. I'll probably adopt a bunch of kids. I'll probably do like Josephine Baker and get me like, a rainbow tribe. Give me a little white baby, a little black baby, a Spanish baby, an Asian.
That's why ain't nobody fucking with her, because she talking, she played too much. And I don't know who told her to get that haircut, but she damn sure look like Marlon Wayans right now. Keenan Iron Wayans, one of them.
Baby.
Now, she was so serious about Common that she was probably hoping to have this family with Common. But clearly, Common was not in that space with her. And now, here we have the same man talking about being the marrying type and the settling type. So it does make sense as to why Tiffany would be upset and very much still obsessed with Common. Otherwise, why would she also be posting cryptic posts about finding a real man when dating rumors between Jenifer and Common were hot? Honey, the only thing I'm hoping is that Common won't do our girl Jenifer dirty, because at the end of the day, we are still talking about Common. And for the most part, he has been exactly what his name suggests. Common. In fact, Common himself has said things that literally make him a walking red flag. Like when he said that he's never willing to work through things once they get serious.
I care for the person, but when things got tough and it's time to work through stuff, I wasn't willing to work through it.
He also said himself that he cannot keep a woman because he only loves the feeling of being in love, but not the commitment that comes with it, and dips when things start getting serious.
The pattern I found myself in, what was called love addiction, who my therapist broke it down, was like that feeling of being like, oh, I'm in love, and And it's that honeymoon period that people call it. I was addicted to that feeling.
And the way he's been moving around, child, you see Common's first known relationship was with Kim Jones, and they even had a daughter together, but they split when their daughter was just a year old. Not much is known about what went down between them, but in his 2019 memoir, Let Love Have the Last Word, Common said that he learned that his daughter felt like he didn't try hard enough to be involved in her life, and he admitted that those feelings might have been due to complications surrounding his breakup with Kim. After Kim, Common moved on with Erykah Badu, and that was another messy relationship. Then after Erykah, his next catch was Taraji.
Now see, if you pay attention to what he had on when he was with Erykah Badu, that's when she got him. Check what he was wearing with Erykah.
Hard enough to be involved in her life, and he admitted that those feelings might have been due to complications surrounding his breakup with Kim. After Kim, Common moved on with Erykah Badu, and that was another.
See right there? See right there, y'all? He got that Tiny Tim suit on. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Divine Orders in the building. Shalom. He said the Big Dice Chronicles in the chat from Chicago. I hope that everyone is well. I'm here for it. Let's go. You see, he got that suit on looking like Tiny Tim. He got that Tiny Tim suit on, y'all. And Scrooge looking like the scene, looking like something from Scrooge. I don't understand that outfit he got on right there. And then she got on a hat like she's just a grand master at one of them funerals in New Orleans, walking through the streets of New Orleans. Like, I don't understand. Right there, she put that shit on him. She done lit one of them candles and fucked his life up. I'm telling you, look at him now. FTC, look at this nigga right here, y'all. This is looking like a scene from The Wiz. He is looking like Michael Jackson when Diana Ross found him in the middle of the yard. Ain't that something? He said, that's the bucket hat the Dice be wearing now. It all makes sense. That's a fact. He looked like, that's who he looked like. He looked like Tiny Tim. But he did say some deep shit, y'all. On a serious note, he did say some deep shit. Pay attention. He said his therapist told him that when he was dealing with somebody, as long as he had that awe, like he was in love, that goody feeling, that giddy feeling, that's when he was with it. He said, but when that shit started going downhill, the hurt started coming, that's when he would run. That made a hell of a lot of sense. Pay attention, y'all. To the women in here, did he make any sense? To the fellas in here, did he make any sense? He said, when everybody feels like that, when you're in love, you don't never want to stop that giddy feeling from when y'all first meet each other. From when you're thinking about each other every night. You picking up, looking at the phone, hoping he called or hoping she called, or first thing in the morning looking for that text from that person, or just anticipating the fact of seeing him, the anxiety balling up inside of you for this person. If that's a feeling that people could keep forever, there would be, the rate of divorce would not be so high. That's a fact. The rate of divorce would not be so high. And look at him right there. He looking like a scene off In Living Color. That's a fact.
Other messy relationship. Then after Erykah, his next catch was Taraji P. Henson. Next, there was Serena Williams. And after that, there was Angela.
Now, y'all ain't gonna tell me that don't look like Marlon Wayans. What's it? Marlon Wayans on White Chicks? Y'all gonna tell me that don't look like Marlon Wayans off White Chicks?
Was Taraji P. Henson. Next, there was...
Hold on now. Y'all gonna act like y'all ain't gonna tell me y'all ain't gonna act like y'all see this shit right here. What the hell is that he's standing next to, y'all? Ain't that your boo right there? Ain't that your boo right there, Supra? Ain't that your boo right there, Supra? Supra, you still in here, ain't you? Supra. Ain't you in here, Supra? Oh, now you don't. Now you can't type. Now you can't spell. Hold up. Don't get him. Don't nobody get him. Don't nobody get him. You see that? FTC said, uh-huh. Mimi said, now there she is. Stand on it. You got to stand on that, Super. Imani Yu says, that's the manliest woman I'd ever did see. Lee Salute, he said, baby girl. He said, yo, Dice, laughing my ass off. Okay, you right. But you got to keep in mind, this is after years of cosmetic surgeries and performance enhancements, drugs. Nigga, you about to get timed out again. This is a man named Donovan Jackson. That ain't no woman. That is Leroy Phillips. This is Leroy Phillips right here. That's Common standing next to Leroy Phillips. He was the nose tackle for the North Carolina Football League, 1996 to 1999. She looked like she got on a bulletproof vest. Do you see her nose? Are we looking at the same thing, Supra? Is this who you were saying was your boo? Is this Usher Raymond right here and Alicia Keys? Is that Supra up there standing next to Alicia Keys? Is this who you said was your boo? She looked like a mechanic. She looked like a mechanic. She looked like she could change a radiator, a transmission, and an engine in 9 hours on no sleep, with a hanger and a bar stool. See, Super, that's why me and you be arguing. That's why me and you be arguing. See, this why you got a problem with them chicks in Brooklyn, because you done met one of these chicks from Brooklyn. And if you met one of these chicks from Brooklyn, I see why you are suffering. I got to talk to you right now, Super. I see why you are suffering from TSD. See, you know, there's something called post-traumatic stress disorder. To everybody in here that don't know my man Super, he is suffering from TSD, meaning female traumatic stress disorder. Jeezy, I see you in the building. He said, in BK, they all look like that. No, they don't. No, they don't. Somebody has lied to you. See, you looking at the women that work in a meat market. She look like she work in a meat market. Do you see her? She look like she cut meat in a poultry market in the freezer. She look like she go to work with boots on, man. Them women don't be looking like that in Brooklyn that I be around or used to be around. No, they don't. Shame on you. Shame on you, Super. Shame on you for saying that. Shame on you for saying that. This right here looks like Marlon Wayne. She looks exactly like Marlon Wayne in White Chicks. If y'all agree with me, let me see the dice cubes. She looks like, do you see this face right here? Do you see this chin right here? Do you see all this right here? Do you see them ears? Do you see this forehead? Do you see these eyebrows? Do you see this nose? Do you see the width of this nose? This is a man, Supra. She looked like she was in the movie The Education of Sonny Carson. She looked like she done walked through a group of individuals, 10 on each side, with chains, sticks, bottles, torches. This is horrible. Y'all see you see the dice cubes, don't you, Super? What, you don't know how to get dice cubes now? All you gotta do is write DICE, and then the dice cubes will pop up, Super. The dice cubes will pop up, because if this is what I see why you suffering from TSD, because this is not a woman, Super. This ain't no woman. That ain't no woman. That's a Don DeMarco. That's a Don DeMarco.
Serena Williams, and after that, there was Angela Rye before Tiffany. Actually, when it comes to Common, several other women have also been named, like Ava DuVernay, Jaguar Wright, and even Chadwick Boseman's widow, Simone. Damn, truly the Lori Harvey of straight men. We can only hope that the relationship with J Hud is healthy. But meanwhile, let me know what you think of.
Yo, they just called the dude the Lori Harvey of straight men. They called him the Lori Harvey of straight men. That's foul.
DuVernay, Jaguar Wright, and even Chadwick Boseman's widow, Simone. Damn, truly the Lori Harvey of straight men. We can only hope that the relationship with J Hud is healthy. But meanwhile, let me know what you think about Tiffany still being obsessed with Common and
looking just like Dennis Rodman. Looking just like Dennis Rodman right there. Now see, Super, you got to stay away from these type of motherfuckers right here, Super. See, this where you be fucking up, my nigga. This why you suffering from PTSD. You got to stay away from these motherfuckers looking like Dennis Rodman. That's just a simple fact. Super, you got to leave these women alone that look like Dennis Rodman. Sheep Stay Sleep is in the building. Big DS1 is in the building. Boy, that was a mean show you did yesterday in the day, baby. That's the way. That was straight grown folk work you did, baby. Woo-woo! Woo-woo! If y'all not subscribed, man, drop that link up in there, man. If y'all not subscribed, grown folk conversation. If y'all notice, I did the show the other day, the apples don't fall too far from the tree. Same thing like my man was trying to break down, but he went deeper into that shit because he said, the sins of the father fall upon the daughters. The sins of the fathers. Sean Puffy Combs, rest in peace, Kim Porter, the way that they raised their child, they turned him into this arrogance. Look at that. They gave him a crown on his head. They did that to him. They did that to him. Russell Simmons and Kimora. He's 33 years old. She's 16 years old. Now look at their daughter. She's 21 years old, looking like she's 530,000 years old, y'all. She's looking like she's 530,000 years old, y'all. And now she's dating a man 65 years old. Did we just talk about that? The sins of my parents are now, I'm going through that. My sins, my son is going to go through. See, that's why we got to pay attention to what we're doing, y'all. That girl been crying out to him for years. Remember I told y'all? Remember how I played the video? And how she was talking to him about being in a home that overwhelmed her with the financial responsibility. And instead of him doing what he was supposed to do as this rich rap mogul CEO extraordinaire, he started switching the story, talking about she got a job. He need to keep his money. And she told him, she said it adamantly, 17 years old. She said, well, I'm about to go get me, quote unquote, a sugar daddy. And instead of him correcting her and checking her immediately and putting her somewhere in Zimbabwe where she had to walk 3 miles to go to the bathroom, he said to her in response, you don't even have what it takes to get a sugar daddy. How you tell your daughter that? How you tell your daughter that? And they wondering why, quote unquote, what they raised her around and what they made her subject to, she fell for. Shout out to DS1 when he broke it down to the fact of saying about how they can seal it by saying this is an intern. How they pay for these women. This is an internship that she's doing. She's doing an internship, all right. She's in turn taking that shit. You dig?
About Tiffany still being obsessed with Common and openly shading Jenifer for being with her ex in the comments section below.
That's some real deep shit. Like, pay attention. Like, we thinking about it like he said, the day of the bum bitch is over. My grandmother said, God damn it, if it don't come out in that wash, it's going to come out in that wrench. If it don't come out in that wash, it's going to come out in that wrench. Look at all this stuff. They've been bamboozling us for years. I'm saying to myself, since this situation going on with Puff, did we grow up with hip-hop homosexuals? I never trusted a man without any hair on his face. He turns out to be a pedophile too. Everything around him starts out to be super young. He told everybody he watched Beyonce from when she was 16 years old. Then at 18, quote unquote, he made his move. That's a pedophile. Why was you even interested sexually in a child? Then you went and snatched up Rihanna. She was 14. And then rest in peace to this beautiful woman in front of you. Rest in peace to this woman right here, Mrs. Kathy Wright. Look at her, y'all. Ironically, she got pregnant around the same time Miss Beyonce got pregnant. Now, if you pay attention, this is her before this young lady right here was allegedly unalived. But this is her after. You see the wickedness, you see the coldness in Beyonce's eyes? You see the wickedness, you see the coldness in Beyonce's eyes? And if you pay attention to Jay, that's a different look. That's a look of disgust and worryation because he got that look in his face like, yo, fellas, you ever dated the woman you was like, hold up, this motherfucker right here gonna be a problem. I done taught her too motherfucking much. Y'all ain't never had that like, I done fucked up and showed this one too much. I took her to the range. She know how to bust the AR. She know how to bust the 9. She know how to bust the 4.5. I done showed her too much, man. And that's a fact. They say she be doing that black magic. And if you pay attention to what she just did, you can Google this. She just bought one of the quote-unquote oldest landmarks / cathedral. It's a church / cathedral in New Orleans. Ain't that some shit? She just bought a church / cathedral in New Orleans. For what? And y'all know it go down over there in New Orleans. Y'all already know what's going on in New Orleans. That's where that boogeyman shit is at. That's where that real official tissue boogeyman shit is at. Play with them people in New Orleans. They will fuck around and put a motherfucking penny in your damn jacket and you will fuck around and take 3 steps and drop dead. Them people over there dangerous. You see what my man Chief said? New Orleans is the playground of voodoo. And she went over there to a private auction. Pay attention. To where she purchased a church / cathedral. That shit don't even make no sense. And it's just sitting there. They ain't doing nothing with it. They ain't renovating the shit. They ain't doing nothing with it to the eye of the beholder. I could imagine the ceremonies, educational purposes only, just my opinion. I could imagine the ceremonies that's going on in there. They say she is more dangerous than Jay-Z. Jaguar Wright said that the young lady, Miss Kathy Wright, was heard screaming. They said she screamed until she died. They said this woman right here, this is Beyonce. This is Sasha Fierce. Sasha Fierce is something dangerous now. This is Beyonce. This is Destiny Child. I wanna cater to you. Yeah, that's her. But this right here is Sasha Field. That motherfucker, they're dangerous, y'all. That motherfucker there is dangerous. He's looking at her like he like, what am I gonna have to kill you, B? That's the look he giving it. Am I gonna have to kill you, B? Boom, 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 boom. Like, remember how he started that song off, Are You Ready, B? He looking at her like, oh, yo, am I gonna have to kill you, B? Boom, 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 boom. Pay attention. What is this motherfucking world coming to, y'all? How did we allow them to bamboozle us like that? How did we allow them to confuse us like that? You know why? Because instead of believing in yourself, you're believing more in them people than you do in yourself. You believe in that television. You believe in them rappers. You believe in them athletes. But you don't believe in them surgeons. You don't believe in them doctors. You don't believe in them teachers. You don't believe in them firemen. You don't believe in them police officers. You don't believe in them surgeons. You don't believe in them scientists. Imani Yu says, quote unquote, she is an MK Ultra slave. Jay-Z is her handler, supposedly. Jaguar Rice said he keeps her on drugs. He keeps her doped up. He keeps her doped up. He keeps her doped up. And y'all already know I'm on his heels. Because there's some things that be going on. And like I said, coincidence is always the excuse for a sucker. If my father ain't teach me too much, he taught me that. He said, coincidence is an excuse for a sucker. Don't y'all never forget that. But Megan Thee Stallion, so my mother's life, man, I never touch her again if I'm lying to y'all. I never was attracted to her. I never liked her. Don't like her music. When the song WAP came out, the disgusting emoji just ran through my head every day. Her and Cardi B. WAP, WAP, WAP. It's some wet ass pussy. See, back in the days, we had the motherfucking songs that was explicit. That's a fact. They had some hip hop songs that was explicit. But they was usually the B-side of the record. This is before the DVDs. This is usually the B-side where the instrumental is at on the other side of the record. And them songs and them explicit versions were played in house parties. They were played with adults. They were not transmitted throughout this fucking radio for little girls to be listening to songs talking about wet, wet, wet with all this wet ass. No, that shit is weirdo shit. But it ain't her fault. Because when it was us, when it was our generation, Little Kim was the Cardi B. Little Kim and Eve was the Cardi B. Remember? Little Kim was running around trying to tell our young girls how they should have anal sex. We even take it in the bud. Yes, yes, what? See that whole Junior Mafia shit? That whole Puff Daddy shit? That whole shit got me listening to everything I was listening to back then when I was young, wild, and wasn't paying attention. See, that music used to encourage me to hustle. Like, niggas bleed just like us. Picture me being scared of a nigga that breathed the same air as me. Who shot you? Suicidal thoughts. You know what I'm saying? You're nobody till somebody kills you. The 10 Crack Commandments. All that Biggie Small shit I was listening to, that shit got me reevaluating everything I even took in. I never was a Trina fan, y'all. Believe it or not, I never was a Trina fan. I never was a Trina fan. She's another one to me that just looks like gonorrhea. That's the only way I can say it. I hope I'm not saying it the wrong way to the ladies. Please don't take it offensively. Every time I used to see Trina, I used to see gonorrhea, chlamydia, something of a foreign disease because she just explicitly spoke vulgarity. For instance, if you look at the chick, what's her name? Oh man, Sexy Red. Every time I see Sexy Red on a camera, they just had her in a Wendy's commercial or some shit like that. I'll never go to Wendy's again. I'll never go to Wendy's again. I'll never go to Wendy's again. They got her in the motherfucking drive-thru. I'll never go to Wendy's again. When it comes to Red, Sexy Red, nah, that shit is weirdo shit. But the bug part about it is people fail to realize a lot of these females, they have ghostwriters. And the ghostwriters are men. These aren't women ghostwriting. The fired female ghostwriters that be in battle rap and underground, these are the women that should be paid to write lyrics for women. But what they're doing, they've got gatekeepers, like you said, that don't want other people to get a piece of that money. males writing lyrics for females. That's why the music from back in the days was much more authentic. MC Light, Cram to Understand You, Georgie Porgy. She's telling you a story of a man, Georgie Porgy, putting pie, kiss the girls, a player in the street getting money. Cram to Understand You. Paper Thin. Salt and Pepper coming out with Tramp, What You Call Me. I'll Take Your Man. Queen Latifah coming out, UNITY. All them lyrics, Moni Love. Sweet Tea. Roxanne Shante, the real Roxanne. The reason why the music was much more authentic because women were MCs and they were writing their own rhymes. That shit went out the window now. What do you think? Only men get ghost written for? Cardi B can't rhyme by herself. She can't write her own rhyme. Nicki Minaj can. Nicki Minaj can. Cardi B can't. I knew she couldn't write her rhymes when I heard that song. Ring, 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 ring. You don't even call no more. Huh? No, she ain't write that shit. She ain't write that. She said so goddamn stupid. She sounded like a little child reciting a Martin Luther King poem on Friday. I can't deny it. And you didn't call me. Just don't even try it. I don't even. Yo, take that over again. Take that over again. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Shut the fuck up. She sounded like Supra. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Nah, it's no authenticity in the music no more. Facts. Super said, listen, he said, hey, listen, men write lyrics for women, but men don't really dictate the image that women want out here. A lot of girls know that's the get rich scheme. If a man is writing for lyrics for a woman, he's feminine. He's feminine. Cock mouth sandwich. Ain't no if, ands, or but. The nigga is playing with sausage pool in his mouth because a man cannot relate to a woman's feelings or desires, just like a woman cannot relate to a man's feelings or desires. We can try to comfort our women, and women can try to comfort a man, but they cannot intricately go to our feelings. Just like I knew, what's his name, Neo? Once he wrote that song for Beyonce, to the left, he gone. He gone. To the left. That nigga wrote that song for Beyonce. To the left, and then he wrote the other one. Check this out. Put a ring on it. I said, this nigga's gone. His name gonna come up in that Puff Daddy list too. Watch this. That's why he's sitting there talking about, I can't miss a song, so sick of you. Yeah, I know. Why can't I turn on the radio? Because he was writing that song to a man. That's why he couldn't turn the radio on. Because if he'd have turned the radio on, it probably was one of them rappers, and he'd have heard him on the radio and went crazy. That's a fact. Y'all don't hear what he said? Leave me alone. That's a woman. That's a woman crying out. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stop calling me. That's what that nigga saying on the phone. That's some women shit. Gotta change my answering machine now that we're alone. That ain't no regular dude shit. That ain't no regular dude shit. Dude shit is Brian McKnight. Do I ever cross your mind anytime I miss you? That's man shit. Not no, gotta change my answering machine now that we're alone. First of all, on some real shit, ain't no real nigga want his girl on his answering machine. That's another sign he got that cock mouth sandwich. Hey baby, put your name on the answering machine at the house when everybody calls for they'll hear you. You know where to get it. I love you. Nah, we ain't fucking with niggas like that. Ladies, I'm gonna tell you the honest to God truth. If you got a nigga that's moving in with you ladies talking about, let's do it together at the count of 3, boop, you have just met Neo and Vanessa. We're not home right now. Call us when we get back. The nigga's gay. The nigga's gay. That nigga Brian McKnight ain't no goddamn mook. Yo, Grizz, I played ball with Brian McKnight in California. That nigga ain't no mook. I thought he was at first. That nigga ain't no mook. I swear to God, Grizz. I went to the YMCA out there in California in Northern Hollywood. That nigga Brian McKnight ain't no mook. I thought that nigga was a mook too until a nigga fouled him on the basketball court. That ain't no mook. You know who else crazy in real life? The nigga Denzel Washington. That's a fact. That's a fact. That nigga Brian McKnight is a goddamn goon. All that, have I ever crossed your mind? Anytime I miss you. That nigga crazy. Don't let that nigga with the pretty voice fool y'all. That nigga crazy. The nigga Brian McKnight, I miss you. All that shit right there, put that out the window. That nigga turned into Wesley Snipes in seconds. You see, it's a difference between light skin and dark skin ugly. See, light skin and dark skin anger. See, light skin people, when they get angry and turn red. See, when dark skin motherfuckers get mad, they want to bite your goddamn head off. That's a fact. Like R. Kelly. Ben knew he was gay too. Trapped in a closet. Well, he did 47 versions of that shit. He did 47 different songs about him being trapped in a goddamn closet. What type of closet? That nigga, pay attention to all the freak shit that he showed us in his face. Y'all not paying attention. If you go watch Trapped in the Closet right now, the nigga had a midget in there that was a police officer. A midget. He was a black midget running around. He was sleeping with the teacher. He was sleeping with the cousin. He was sleeping with the grandmother. The nigga was running around. That nigga's crazy, son. That nigga's crazy. That nigga Case another one. Case is another one. That nigga ain't no mook. And y'all may think I'm joking too. When my man Barry got married, I'm gonna tell y'all somebody else that y'all may think is soft too, and that nigga will punch you right in the goddamn mouth. Carl Thomas. All that, wish I never met her at all. That nigga will punch you dead in your face. That nigga Carl Thomas he ain't just no singer, y'all. That part I will tell y'all. That's on Nostrand Avenue. All I say, if you know, you know. That nigga Carl Thomas, that thanks for loving you. That nigga will punch you dead in your mouth. That nigga Carl Thomas will punch you dead in the face. I'm telling y'all something. This is a fact. All that, I'm emotional. Don't let that shit fool you. That nigga like to fight. That nigga like to fight. That nigga, your FTC, that's on our mothers. That's on our beautiful mothers. That nigga Carl Thomas like to fight. All that shit, I just want to hold you in my arms. Oh, fuck all that shit. That nigga crazy. You see what Grizz said? He used to be a housing worker. That nigga Carl Thomas, he been around Barry and them. That nigga different. He used to be with Hawk and them niggas from Jackie Robinson. Now, back in the days when he was popping, when he had his album out, that nigga used to be in Jackie Robinson, and niggas did not play with that nigga. It's some wolves in Jackie Robinson. Shout out to my niggas in Jackie Robinson. It's some wolves there. Matter of fact, it's some saber-toothed tigers down that. Matter of fact, it's some goddamn Tyrannosauruses down that motherfucker, y'all. It's all type of animals in Jackie Robinson. And they don't give a fuck. They got a respect for you. They got a respect for you. But they got to really gotta have a real respect. Niggas is going, first of all, it's just like if you go somewhere and your mans and them pop up on the block and you know what it is on your block and you telling them, yo, check this out, boy. Make sure you act accordingly because niggas will try you if you play yourself. That's just how it is in Jackie Robinson. You walk up in Jackie Robinson playing with niggas, the niggas gonna leave you. You walk up in Smurf Village playing with niggas, they gonna leave you. You walk up in Albany, Kingsborough, they gonna leave you. Brevoort, Roosevelt, they gonna leave you. These niggas is gonna leave you. Gowanus, Fort Greene, Marcy, Tompkins. Yo, you walk up Stuyvesant houses, you walk up in these places playing like it can't happen. Weeksville Projects, them Glenwood, they gonna wrap your ass up. I ain't even gonna talk about what's gonna happen if you go in Brownsville and go to the east. You go up in them PJs, Suffalo, Pickin, Langston Hughes, Linden, Boulevard houses, Brownsville houses, Tilden. Go up in there playing if you want to. I wouldn't advise it. I wouldn't advise it. I would not advise it. This ain't what I heard. This is what I know. Marcus Garvey houses. I wouldn't advise it, y'all. I wouldn't advise that shit. There ain't no tough guy shit. There ain't no sucker shit. I'm just trying to tell you, niggas is not playing. Right now, shout out to my man Bad Vibes. I was talking to Vibes earlier. He was saying that the energy in New York with certain people, it'll never be like it used to be. That's a fact. It'll never be like it used to. And you want to hear some sad shit, y'all, before I let y'all get out of here? The saddest shit about this shit is right now, y'all, it's not like back in the days where people were having beef, unfortunately, and so many people had to lose their lives when it came to territorial things and foolishness like the hood and this amount of money and my block and niggas ain't gonna be. That's the most ignorant shit, the genocide that we went through. But now it's to the fact we're friends. I'm talking about childhood friends, friends that grew up with each other. I know your mother, you know my mother. These are the ones that are killing people now. These are the ones that's killing each other now. That shit is just sickening. That shit is so fucking sickening. It's just, you gotta watch from your day ones, like, from your day ones, y'all, that shit is different, man. Like, one thing I can say about Utica and Prospect, when we were coming up, at least none of us could say that we killed each other. A couple people got shot. They didn't die. A couple of people got pistol whipped. A couple of people, we had fights. But we can honestly say on Utica and Prospect, like Utica Avenue right there, that park, that Prospect shit, we had a different love. Like that Utica Avenue, we had a... But now, look at Grizz, what he just said. A 11-year-old. They shot an 18-year-old in Canarsie, a 4-year-old in East New York, a 6-year-old in Brownsville, a 15-year-old on St. Mark's and Franklin, 17-year-old in Bedford-Stuyvesant, 15-year-old in Bedford-Stuyvesant. Yo, this shit is weird. Like, this wasn't when we was coming up. At least, don't get it twisted. We went through some shit. But I pray for these babies because, number one, this is why I'm not a fan of drill music. Shout out to Way to Black. People thought that he was drill music. Way to Black is not drill music. He be on drill beats, but to me, that's not drill music. When I think about the whole scenario and the whole concept of drill music to me is sadly a platform to kids to joke and laugh about people that have been killed, or people that they want to kill, or people that they're going to try to kill, or people that they have tried to kill, without anybody talking about an op or smoking an op, or we hit you with these shots, or we drilled you, etc., etc. That whole premise would be just totally eliminated. And then these record companies, they're putting these young boys out there. Now all of these record deals are coming with life insurance. They are putting life insurance on these artists because they're getting killed so fast. Like, think about it. Biggie Smalls and Tupac Shakur, that was so impactful for us. I remember people were saying there's going to be no more killing. No more killing in hip-hop. XXXTentacion, rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace to Mo 3. Rest in peace to anybody that lost their life, man, trying to take care of their families. What's my man, P&B Rock from Philadelphia? He in California going to get chicken and waffles, walking around with $300,000, $400,000 worth of jewelry, and lost his life. You see what Grizz said? And I just told people this. Shout out to my man Hank McCoy. If y'all not subscribed, get over to the Hank McCoy show. He has a video gaming podcast. And shout out to my man Tube Chronicles. He has the same thing. When they doing certain things like driving and stuff like that, or I can watch them, but when it comes to them jumping out, shooting, and running through the forest and all, that shit fucks with my anxiety, y'all. I ain't gonna front. That shit is moving too fast. It's looking too realistic. I was watching Mortal Kombat the other day. I was watching Hank play Mortal Kombat, and I said, this shit look like motherfuckers really pulling out knives, cutting each other head off. I had to turn from that shit. But it's a bigger thing. Imani Yu says the music industry owns the jails. According to Ice Cube, that's a fact. The music industry owns everything. Them private companies. Them private contributions. Them donations. They don't want nobody. They ain't building no schools. That's why I felt so bad when I did the situation the other day. I did the show talking about how the lifers that were actually suffering from severe cases of mental illness, and they both were killed. But then the psychiatrist said that, say for instance, out of 3,000 lifers that's waiting to die, up to 1,000 of them are suffering from mental illness. So when they asked him why is the jails overcrowded with people with mental illness and why aren't they in mental facilities, and he just responded with the truest answer. He said, because they're not in the budget. They're not building them. So what they're saying is people that are suffering from mental illnesses, that's part of the plot. Throw them in jail. Because you just can't have them walking around with a mental illness. And they keep saying that the mental establishments that are already here are already overcrowded with patients. So the only place that they can put them is in jails. That's going to what? Continue to make their mental health decrease. That's not an environment where somebody can heal, in my opinion. They can really fully heal and adapt and go through medication and therapy or whatever type of treatment to heal. Nah, you can't do that shit in a prison as opposed to a mental facility that's more warm, more caring, less aggressive, no bars, less security officers, dealing with more doctors and physicians and psychiatrists. You see what Grizz said? The new Roblox game is located in the BX. They got candles on the floor and memorials. That's crazy. He said the video games desensitize you to the real reality. That's just like YouTube. YouTube, I've noticed, is starting to desensitize people to reality. Some of the things that I see on YouTube, I'm just going to continue to pray that one day God pierce people's hearts, because it's starting to really desensitize people. And that's very, very dangerous. When you stop forgetting about reality, like when you stop forgetting about reality, life, death, jail, your freedom, your sanity, your mental health, your state of peace, karma, repercussions, certain things that may skip you and affect your children. We just talked about that. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. Shout out to DS1. He just told y'all about that on his show. The sins of the fathers. The same thing, like I said, the sins of our parents are going to fall on us. Tribe said, both ends of this with Spectrum and with YouTube, we have choices. Gray said, think about Call of Duty. Black Ops dudes have their own ops. Now in the streets, that's right. It started in the game. Call of Duty Black Ops. Now they're in the street saying ops. El Perro, que pase, amigo? I see you in the building. He said books are the imperative to help people slow down and learn to read. Greetings at the Tribe and at the Big Dice Chronicles. Salute, brother. I see you in the building. Tribe said the Big Dice Chronicles YouTube saving grace. You know what? I appreciate that, because when I first came to YouTube, they used to call me the deacon of YouTube. I swear to God, they used to tease me. They used to be like, Big Dice, the deacon of the deacon of YouTube. Nah, I ain't no deacon. Nothing like that. I just been through a bunch of shit. And that shit changed me. I was talking to my man Craigo the other day, and I was laughing at how pure his heart is. I was laughing at how pure his heart is and how trustworthy he is to certain things. And I told him, yo, I hope your heart never gets to where my heart is, where everything has to be sometimes second guessed and questioned. When certain things you have to really, really pay attention to it to make sure it's not an illusion, like the Matrix. His naiveness, I'm actually envious of. I'm not jealous of it. But his innocence and his naiveness to certain things, I'm actually so jealous, envious of, because I remember I was that person at one time when I was lucky, go happy, thinking everything, but nah. See, people always say that I may have changed. They might even tell y'all that you may have changed. Nah. Things happen to change people. It's the difference between you just switching up and changing on somebody, but when something happens, whether it's good or bad, that affects the way that you actually continue to go forward from the moment that happened, things happen that make people change. I don't think people change. I think things or situations happen that make people change. And that's a fact. And that's a cold-blooded fact. Well, I appreciate y'all for coming out and spending some of this great time with me. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, but y'all decided to come and rock with me. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I love seeing the new faces coming in. I love the respect everybody shares. Let everybody know where the grown folks hang out. Do me another favor. Make sure y'all start leaving more comments. That helps with the algorithm. And make sure your bell notification is set. Make sure your bell notification is set. Take it off and put it back on. Shout out to Baby Grizz. It's my childhood friend up in here. He told me the other day, and that happened with me with Sheep's Day. I got the notification after he went off instead of getting a notification when he was coming on. You dig? Everybody in here, strive to be better tomorrow than you was today. The next day after that, strive to be better that day than you was the day before that. If you continue that program, you dig what I'm saying? Everything else will fall in line. As far as everybody on YouTube, I appreciate everybody for who they are and what they contribute to YouTube, especially if it has a core for entertainment for some people. Shout out to everybody that be coming over here for the straight up content. We choosing intelligence over ignorance because we really know what ignorance can result to. You know what I'm saying? Like the old timers said, anytime you can get home back to your house without being killed or incarcerated, you got a blessing. I appreciate y'all for fucking with me. Salute.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?